Hey, you all. I hope you guys are having a good weekend so far. So, I just needed to pop on here and kind of break down something because I've gone live. I've talked about this before. I've mentioned this in 60-second motivations and things like that. But I got to tell you, this week I did something I've never done before. And I just think that it's really pretty fun. And surprising to me, honestly, because of how hard it was. It was fun and hard. Like I don't know. Like that's the thing this is all about, is this feeling that you get when you set your mind to something and you succeed in it. When you challenge yourself with a goal and you succeed. Good morning, Kaylee. How's it going, darling? Feel free to share this video. If you guys are popping on, hashtag live, hashtag replay, leave some emojis on how your day is going to go. My day is going to rock. So I would put like the emoji with the sunglasses, like the smiley face, because that's what my day is going to go like, because I already took my 3 steps. I am ready for the day, and I'm about to head out to the gym for my 5th day this week again, which is pretty sweet. And so that'll make it 10 days in the last 14 that I'll go to the gym. And what's really cool is this week I actually challenged myself to do a strength class on Tuesday and then a yoga class on Thursday. And what makes that kind of tough is that in the mornings, even though I'm moving and I'm getting stuff done, sometimes I get distracted listening to motivational videos, coming on here, talking to you all live. And so sometimes it's tough for me to actually make it to the gym on time for certain classes. I might make it to the gym and be there for a certain period of time, but I don't make it there when I'm supposed to. And so one of the things that made it really challenging was just being on a good schedule, because you have to be there, and nobody wants to walk into a class ever, like whether it's in school when you were in school, whether it's at the gym. You just don't want to walk into class late. It's just kind of embarrassing. No matter how much confidence your vitamins give you, it's still somewhat embarrassing. So, one of the things that I had to make sure I did was get to the gym by 9 on Tuesday and by 8 a.m. on Thursday. Now, that doesn't sound too crazy for some of you, but for me, that's relatively early. I don't open the store until noon. Like, typically, I'm still kind of doing dishes, making lunches here, that kind of stuff. So, it was a little difficult, and what's really difficult was Tuesday's strength class was all like squats, like really deep squats with kettlebells, and so it was just like a lot of work on my legs. And so my legs are still sore, like just squatting like that without any weight almost just was sore, like we really worked it hard. So to actually go back on Thursday and do a yoga class where I'm balancing like a tree, and stuff like that, like obviously that's going to be a challenge, but it worked out great and it was really cool. And really the point of this is that I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to do it. But instead of letting my excuses take over, what I did is I fought through it and I proved to myself I'm the type of person who does the things I set my mind to do. And when you do that, like, that changes your perspective on life, you all. Like, for me, I was never that kind of person, but what it was it allowed me to have an excuse. It's like, okay, well, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not the type of person to go do those things. I'm not the type of person. So it was so much easier when I didn't. When I'd say, okay, I'm going to do this, but then it was so much easier for me to decide not to do something, because I was proving to myself always that I was that type of person who just wouldn't do it. Now it's almost impossible for me to decide not to do something. If I set my mind to do it, I'm gonna frickin' do it. But that's because I've proven to myself and to each one of you and to everyone around and to my cats, like, I've proven to everyone that I'm the type of person who does that. When I set my mind on something, I'm gonna get it done. And it's all about the way that you speak to yourself, you all. I want to show you something. We'll give you a little hidden insight into. So this is my office. It's never very pretty. Here's all my clothes. At least they're colorful. Obviously, there's still some laundry that needs to be done. But I have like my little desk space here. Make sure there's no underwear lying around. This is my little desk space. Obviously, I don't really use it for much. There's some expand here. But one thing I want to show you is positive motivation. So this is, and obviously I need to take off the Christmas tree, but it's kind of like covered up and I got to figure out how to clean it. So Alyssa's written me little notes and stuff when she's given me stuff. But this is like how I keep my motivation. Like I'm going to be working on a new vision board, but this is kind of like my vision board. This is a desktop printout of my desktop, which is actually my vision board. So it's Alyssa looking out over the bay in Hawaii. But live life like a tortoise with gazelle-like intensity and no excuses. This is a new one I wrote up recently. And just positive affirmations. Look, there's even a sheets of positive affirmations, and then my Lexus. Like the whole thing, you all, is that you're literally setting goals for yourself. And it's not just setting goals that's important. That's the reason why people like fluff off. Hi Nina, how's it going, darling? The reason why people will fluff off or say, okay, well, you can't really, just make a board and think that that's going to help. You can't just make a board and write, no excuses and then have no excuses. Well, yes, that's very freaking true. And nobody's saying that. Like, if you think that, then you're really, really misconstrued on the way that these concepts work. It has nothing to do with just making that board. It has nothing to do with just writing down no excuses. It has nothing to do with just setting a goal. What it is it's when you set that goal and you complete it, you prove to yourself you're that kind of person. Like I said, it's amazing. And when you make a vision board, or you take a picture of a place that you want to go to, and then you get to go to that, you prove to yourself you're that kind of person. And every time you do that, and the key is making small ones, picking, We Are 40K, that's a big one. I made that one last year, but there's small ones that I have made. Small little goals that you make to get to that point. Small little goals that you make to lose 85 pounds. Small little goals that you make to change your body shape, to change the way that you think. You have to pick little goals first, because every time you complete one of those little goals, you get that feeling of completion, that feeling of you did it. And then you prove to yourself you're the type of person who does stuff. And you stop proving the other direction. For so long, I was constantly proving to myself I was the type of person who quits, who gives up, who has excuses why not to do something. But you know what? I didn't feel good. I was not happy. I would never say peaceful, that's for sure. Now I feel peaceful. I feel at peace. People can come at me. I have haters. I don't care. It's crazy. You might say that's nuts, but when you put out love, people who don't feel it or don't want it or want to fight against it, unfortunately, they become haters. But that just means that you're doing the right stuff, And what happens is I have proven to myself that I know I'm helping people live the life they deserve. Whether it's through Thrive, whether it's through positive motivation, whether it's through helping them find movies or video games that they want, my life is to be here to help you live the life you deserve. Whether it's people on our team, all that's on here right now, I want to help you grow to do exactly what I'm doing, because this feels way better than any paycheck. This feels way better than any trip. This feels way better than any car or anything like that. To know that you're helping other people change lives and they're getting to feel that feeling, that means way more than any of this other stuff, you all. And that's what's important, is that feeling that you get when you know that you're helping people. And it all starts from helping yourself. And that's not selfish. Because once you see that by helping yourself, you end up helping hundreds of lives, if not thousands. And eventually, thousands and thousands of lives. Then you see how not selfish that is. You see how developing yourself and helping yourself feel better is only going to help hundreds of other people feel better. And that's that feeling. That feeling every time you complete something simple helps develop. It's almost like it fills and fills. And then when it overflows, you start passing that feeling on to other people. and you get to it's so hard to describe you all, but I tried to do my best. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your Saturday. I'm going to save this and put this on the YouTube channel. If you guys aren't following my YouTube channel, I really would appreciate if you did. Give it a like. I will try and drop the link here, but if you just search Rob Kulpa, you should be able to find it. On YouTube, you should be able to find it. I have 60-second motivations on there. I have some different videos on there. A lot of it's more motivational stuff. There is some Thrive stuff, some interviews and things like that, but a lot of it's just more motivational stuff. Just a place that I wanted to kind of put some videos for everyone to enjoy. Maybe people who don't do Facebook and whatnot, but check it out if you get a chance. I will upload this video onto there. I have a couple other videos to put on there too, and I have off to the gym. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.